Greetings. I am Legacy Moon, and this is True Crime and Mysteries. Welcome back, current subscribers, new subscribers, haven't yet decided to subscribe, and those of you who are here for the very first time. A few weeks ago, there was a blogger who, that infamous lady, and she did an interview with Ernest L. Williams, also known as Nesto, and of course his coach, aka the side hen Sonya, was on the phone as well. Well, I did a review of that interview, if that's what you want to call it. I did not post the actual interview, but I did do a review. Well, now Phone Calls from Prison has released the interview, and of course the audio is much better. You can hear everything that's being said, and you don't have to listen to that infamous woman chomping on her food while she talks. But anyhow, I don't know if I might, now that we can hear it clearly, pick out some parts of that and review it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. But I heard something today on that call at the very end, and it sounded like, well, I'm going to play just like the end. It's probably like about the last 5 or 10 minutes of the call. I'm going to play it and, do what I do when I play the calls, and we'll get to my point. This call is going to start kind of a little bit after they hung up from talking to that lady doing the interview.
Everything I've told you, from day one I've been in here, I never lied to you.
No.
At all. And that's a beautiful thing about it. I should have said that, but I'm gonna say that the next time, because
maybe he has not lied, but he's not kept the same story. I mean, I'll say that much.
Here's the thing. Facts is facts, truth is truth.
Right.
And like now, I gotta say what I gotta say. But I'll say
a lot of people on the line.
Yeah.
Fact is what is in the police reports and what was said in court. Those are all facts. They have proof to back up what they're saying. As far as, say, for example, with the teacher and the real estate agent, there's a paper trail. So what is being said can be proven thus far. The other crimes, let's put those aside for just a moment. But everything else he's being charged with, there's a paper trail. There is a definite paper trail.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm keep it straight right now. So.
No, thank you. That's how many people that was on the live listening. She had 1,100 or something like that.
Yeah. So
she had a nice audience. And of course, the negative little hateful ass bloggers, gonna sit there and put their little negative spin on it like they always do.
I guess she doesn't realize. I mean, I know she knows, but when she speaks, she doesn't think, because you can listen to these calls right at phone calls from prison without commentary. So people actually hear the calls first before they listen to their favorite content creator do commentary on them.
Okay, all kind of negative shit. They always got something negative to say when they need to just go pick another story. This is what's so weird. Not weird, but this is what has happened. They're so negative. The people that used to be like faithful listeners to them have came over to my Instagram. Like, I couldn't listen to it no more. It was just so negative. It just got old.
Who are these people? I'd like to meet them, number one. And number two, her Instagram is private. So how did these people get in touch with her? I don't understand. But anyway, we'll continue.
Versions of negativity and hate can you just listen to without just trying to figure out, like, why are you so hateful and how do you say what you say when you have no insight? You know, none of these people you don't know personally. You've not went and got any court documents. You've not.
Okay, we know she is very opinionated about the SA victim, about, she says that the teacher and the real estate victim, those are civil. And she excuses everything else that he is being charged with. So how can she say that? She doesn't know those people. She does not know them. She barely knows him.
Not went to none of the court hearings, so, none of the...
By the way, she doesn't have any of the documents either. Oh, she has the warrant. I think she has. But other than that, she has no documents. She has never been to a court hearing. She can't even bother to stay awake and out of bed to the Zoom court. Mind you, Judge Manning, her court happens in the evening. So she's never seen, she may have seen the replay or on someone else's channel, but she's never actually seen the live Judge Manning Zoom. She's always had to be told about it. I think this last time Sylvia had to wake her up to tell her what was going on. So what is she talking about?
Of these people that call themselves victims. So what the hell do you get? Where do you get your perspective from? You way on the outside, talking shit. Try to get a phone call.
Who could be any further from on the outside than her? I mean, she was in Florida allegedly when all of these things happened. So what is she talking about? She didn't even... Okay, so she wants us to believe that she didn't know he was married. He didn't tell her at first. And she didn't know about these other women. So what is she talking about? She's an outsider looking in just like the rest of it. It's just we've reviewed or have heard someone else, watched someone who has reviewed all of the documents, but she hasn't. And if she's listening to her friend over there, her newfound blogger friend, she needs to think again, because that woman, she has a reading comprehension problem. So you can't go by what she says.
And try to analyze it when we don't talk straight on phone calls anyway.
Well,
I'm like, what the hell? Just whatever. But I don't, watch, listen, and deal with the
It don't make no sense. Because first of all, people say things to be...
These are females. Let's get that straight, first of all. Let me tell you.
Females?
So, it's females. The audience is 90...
I'm sorry. Now, I don't know if he did that little kind of chuckle when he said females. I don't know if he did that because he thinks so little of our opinion, or if he knows, oh shit, females listen. What do? Take advantage of females. Oh, they're really not going to like me. So I'm not quite sure why he laughed at that point. And we know Sonya, she hates women anyway, especially black women. She really don't like us.
5% female. These are females. So you know how women are. Bitter as shit. In all my 15, 20 years in the club business, 99% of our fights are females.
I'm sorry, but I'm a female. Why would I be bitter about this case? It doesn't affect me one way or the other. I do feel for these victims, and I want justice for them. But why would I be bitter about anything that has happened in this man's life? But she sounds bitter. And I'm going to tell you something else. I think she always talks about women because she's intimidated by them. And I think that is what her problem is.
Females fighting a man or females fighting each other. They're fucking females. I said females are the problem. And that's what this audience is. Fucking females. And
females are the problem, not him, ripping off people, taking money and not owning up to what he's supposed to do with the money, like purchase RVs and vehicles and all of those things. That's not the problem. Females are. Okay.
And they're bitter. And they may, we're just nosy. And some are nosy. But the bulk of them, the real negative ones who don't know shit about nothing but still want to have some type of negative outlook on this, bitter. You're unhappy with yourself. It's females.
So let me get this straight. Anybody who has an opinion or does commentary on this case, we have a problem with ourselves because the narrative doesn't fit what you want us to believe. So we hate ourselves? Is that what she mean? I'm confused. Somebody help me.
If you had an all-male audience, like I said, I get a lot of female support, but the men that come in and chime in and talk to me, no, you better stay there. You better help my boys. No, the females out here, they ain't no good. You the last hope. That's what the one guy said. He said, you the last hope, man.
I want to read that message. I want to hear it. I want to see it. I want to read it. I want to know what man told her she was the last hope. I've got to see it. But we all know she lies anyway. But I need to see that message. And furthermore, men have daughters, mothers, grandmothers, aunts, sisters. So you mean to tell me that they uphold some of the things that he has done to women? They're okay with it? They're okay with the alleged essay he's done or touching his children? You mean to tell me there's a lot of men out there who are on his side with this type of information? Okay.
And these females out here ain't shit. They don't support nobody. They just that and the other. It was like, no, I'm rooting for you. And I'm like, oh, that was nice and thoughtful. But it's men. I got a handful of women.
In her dreams.
Every time it's a man on here, for the most part, I would say, they're positive. It's the females. It's the female audience that be bitter. They want to call themselves nosy, but if they step back in their life and just really, are you really happy with yourself? You can't be to project that.
I want her to define bitter. I want her to define that to me. What is her definition of bitter? Because I know what my definition is. I know what the dictionary says it is. How can I be bitter about something that has nothing to do with me? Because after I'm done this video and I post it, I'm done. I don't have anything else until something else comes out. Then, I'll do commentary. I'll listen to other people do commentary. But other than that, once the stuff gets turned off, it's off. There is no bitterness about it. Not for me.
That kind of negativity. Can't be. Because there's nothing saying that he did it. There's nothing saying that he did it. But you so gun-ho, he did it. One girl says, well, he just sounds guilty. What is sounding guilty? He's sounding guilty. He sounds guilty.
Sounding guilty is when someone keeps changing their story. They say that they don't know these people accusing them, but then they know them, but they have a story to go along with it. Sounding guilty is you saying that you believed Erica King was a lawyer and you know that her name is Erica King, but when she stood beside you in Zoom court, she said she was April Holloway and she gave her ID number. Yeah, that's it right there.
What?
I don't know what you're supposed to sound like, cause
I don't know either.
No. I just ain't never said that. No. What it is, I wasn't talking. I wasn't saying anything.
Maybe.
That's what it was.
You talk.
Trust me, we didn't believe anything that you were saying before you actually went on a platform to say it. Now that you have put your part of the story on record with that lady over there, now we can like physically put your lies together. What you said back then versus what you're saying now. How it took you almost 2 years to remember what you couldn't remember before. Yeah, that's it.
In the beginning, a lot, but again, it gets overshadowed by the bloggers coming in trying to narrate and saying, well, what she really meant was, and what he was really saying. And I'm thinking like, no, that's not what I...
So the calls have been overshadowed by bloggers. Therefore, we can't really get the gist of what's really going on. But Phone Calls from Prison plays the calls in its entirety with no commentary. But the commentators confuse. Okay, I got it.
I heard. So what are you talking about?
Well, like I said, I just got to do what I got to do, man. I mean, I got to do what I got to do. Because I'm not going to sit here.
And just the rest, like I asked, the more the merrier.
That's the part. I heard her say, now I thought, when I heard this before, I thought I heard her say, get some rest. And I thought that she meant get some sleep. But now that I listen to it again, she's saying, get the rest. Meaning, I guess, he is supposed to recruit all of the other innocent people who are sitting there, I guess, to go either do this class action lawsuit that she had mentioned before when she did a prison visit, or to go on that blogger's platform to speak. I'm not sure what she meant, but I thought in the beginning when I first heard this, she said, get some rest, but no, she's saying, get the rest. And I'm gonna play that again. I'm gonna go back.
You're so gun-ho. Oh, he did it. One girl said,
we gotta hear her to call us bitter over again, but it's coming.
He sounds guilty. What?
I don't know what you're supposed to sound like, cause
I don't know either.
And I'm not gonna do a whole lot of talking so you can hear it.
What it is I wasn't talking. I wasn't saying anything.
Maybe.
That's what it was.
You talked in the beginning, a lot. But again, it gets overshadowed by the bloggers coming in trying to narrate and saying, well, what she really meant was, and what he was really saying. And I'm thinking like, no, that's not what I heard. So what are you talking about?
Well, like I said, I just got to do what I got to do, man. I mean, I got to do what I got to do. Because I'm not going to sit here.
And just the rest, like I asked, the more the merrier.
Yeah.
You're not the only one sitting in there on live.
Yeah.
You're not the only person sitting in there on live. And the more to speak out, the better it is. The better it is.
Yes, get the rest, because the more the merrier, and you're not the only one sitting in there on lies.
The more you got naysayers that will believe it, because they'll say, oh, if it happened one time, they'll be like, But if you see a pattern, that's when people be like, wait a minute. You got 5 guys saying the same thing, sitting in there on some bullshit, Yes.
Everybody in jail, most of the people, maybe 85% of them, say they're innocent, they're not guilty. And this is black people and white people. So, I mean, that does nothing for me.
That's 6 people saying it. We got 7 people saying it.
Okay, you can hit me on this one now.
You have 1 minute remaining.
You want me to hit you on what?
You can hit me on...
I'd be so happy to hear that Global Tel Link lady sometimes.
Mine.
Now, y'all tell me what y'all think. Did y'all think when she said, did y'all automatically assume she said get some rest and not get the rest? Because, like I said, I just caught it, and she says get the rest. And do you think, is she referring to people who are there but they're innocent? Or is she referring to the amount of people who are in Fulton County that have not been indicted or charged, which do you think she was referring to? And did you all catch that the first time, or are you just now catching it this time? Let me know right down in the comments. And by the way, YouTube is, they've been sending me little messages about the music in my videos. So even though it's only 10 seconds, sometimes, they have a problem with it. So I have to kind of watch what I play. You might see the video come on in silence, and I might be able to sneak one in every now and then. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to handle that. But I just wanted to let you know that, I'm not changing up. I just, YouTube's giving me a problem, so I'm working on it. I thank you for listening. Once again, I am Legacy Moon. If you are not subscribed to this channel, you might want to go on up there and hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so that you know when I drop my next video. And if you do not mind, I wish that you would just give this video a thumbs up so that I can get my video in the beat of the algorithm. Thumb, thumb,